What's up, you guys? It's KJ, and I am back for my recap for Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is the final reunion, number 3. Yay, yay, yay. I'm so glad it's over, y'all, because it's been a lot going on. I really enjoyed the season. I must say it was really a good season, but it's been a lot happening. It's been a lot to talk about. It's been a lot of episodes, so I'm glad this is over, you guys. I don't know exactly what I'm going to review next. We're going to see. I do plan on doing another review. I just don't know what it is. I'm trying to really get into my channel, y'all. I'm not quite all the way into it like I should be, but I'm trying to. I do have some new stuff coming up though, so I definitely am going to start making videos so you guys can see the new things that I got planned for my channel. In the meantime, let's get into this Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. So we start out with Nene basically still denying that she's ever flirted with Peter. Peter basically compares their relationship to Kenya and Apollo's. You know, they have similar personalities, you know, and it's never been anything inappropriate, okay? At the end of the day, this is what Peter says. It's never been anything inappropriate. So we're going to just go with that. However, what I do know is, and that we all have seen on the show, is that Peter and Nene came close, very close to the line when it comes to that flirt shit. Like, they came very close to the line, and Nene doing all that barking and getting up and whatnot about the whole, somebody bringing it up. Nene, this is not your first time hearing this, because you've heard it when they aired it, that season that it aired, and that's the season we're talking about. You heard it then, okay? So stop pretending like this is the first time you ever heard it and jumping about your seat, because Greg's in behind you, because you were married to Greg at the time, if I'm not mistaken. So stop tripping, okay? Secondly, what else happened? He said it was nothing inappropriate, so it is what it is, but we know what we think, and that is what it is as well. Kenya, basically, he said Kenya deserves an apology. Nobody jumped on that, but he did. This is Peter stating his opinion. He feel like Kenya deserves an apology because it was never anything inappropriate as well with her and Apollo, as far as what he believes and what he's concerned. He basically talked about the whole Portia coming out of her mouth sideways about him cheating and whatnot. And he basically told, you know, us and I guess his wife that if he was going to cheat, he's going to cheat with somebody that is like a J-Lo or Beyonce, you know, like that, you know. Peter, newsflash, how about I'm not going to cheat at all. I'm happily married. You know, something along that lines. Peter, you know what I'm saying? Like, just say something like that. Don't just say, if you was gonna cheat. I'm not gonna cheat. That was the right answer, Peter. But I like Peter, but that was the wrong answer. Alright, so let's see. Let's move on. Kandi and Todd. So they start talking to Kandi and Todd. Basically, the marriage is okay. The sex life is now okay. Everything is great and wonderful, you know. Not all that shit ain't happen on TV, and for that shit to be great and wonderful, and I just don't see it. They posted on Instagram. It's a big contradiction of what it really is. We don't really know. Not really caring as much as we probably would like to. We don't really care, but as far as much as they would like us to, we don't really care. At the end of the day, they say they're happy. They say they're good. Okay. That Candy's taking hormone pills, so of course her breasts are a lot bigger. That's why she explained that, because we all saw, that was the first thing we saw on Kandi was her breasts. She still look pretty, but it is talking about she gaining weight. She was always, you know, she says she was fat. She's fatter or something like that. Shaking hormone pills. They still trying to have a baby, so everything good. They start talking about Miss Sharon, rest in peace, and when she passed, and they said that made their relationship stronger. Todd gave us a description of what happened. Todd basically said he was calling his mama all day. He started calling at 6 in the morning and just calling all day. She wasn't answering. He knows a neighbor that stays across the way. He called her and asked her to go over there and check about 6 o'clock that evening. And when he went over there, she went over there. He found, the friend found his mama on the floor. And that was just so sad to me. And I just know that it was so tragic. You know, he had been trying to call her all day. Y'all, that was just so sad to me. And he Todd kind of held it together, and basically he told us that Greg spoke at the funeral. You know, all the guys supported him at the funeral, and I thought it was really beautiful that the guys actually support each other and was supporting him, and I just thought that was real cool. And Greg speaking at the funeral, that's cool as hell. You know what I'm saying? So he told us about that. Basically, they talked about the prenup and how basically Todd again confirmed that he didn't like not the fact that it was a prenup, but the fact how Kandi dealt with, you know, handling the prenup. And they did a flashback. Of course, Bravo did the flashback. And Kandi did handle that shit like a bitch. You know, she was basically being very, what do I say? She was really cold about it. We're just going to say that, you know. So, that's basically what they was talking about with Kandi and Todd. So basically, yeah, they sticking together. They gonna ride it out. Like I said, they be posting their pictures on Instagram and they anniversary and family vacation. So yeah, she be with him a lot. I guess she's even going out to LA more because I'm sure he's still filming the show. But yeah, so we hope the best for Kandi and Todd. You know, I like Kandi and Todd, and I hope the best for Kandi and Todd. All right, so then we get to y'all gonna watch their show. Kandi and Todd Kandi and somebody. It's a ski trip. That's all I know. There's something about a ski trip. I think it's 3 episodes. I'm gonna watch it, but I'm probably not gonna review that for sure. But yeah, that's what's going on with Kandi and Todd. All right, where are we? So okay, so we get to Nene and Cynthia. So we're talking about, the question is, what the hell really happened to the damn friendship? Okay. So we start with Nene, and basically Nene is saying what she always said. You know, she did what she did it. She called Peter a bitch. You know, she was wrong as hell. She apologized for it. They traveled together. They made up. They traveled together. The show aired, and it was a problem. You know, she was just like, everything, the show aired, and everybody want to rehash it, and that's when the problem came. So Cynthia didn't really interject up until Nene said something about she heard Cynthia, when the reunion came up, she heard Cynthia wanted to change her seat after the show aired. You know, they wasn't talking. They had stopped talking. So when the reunion to film, Cynthia wanted to change her seat. So this is when Cynthia interjects and says, you know, no, I did never want to change my seat. I don't have the power to change my seat. And it confirmed, no, the hell she don't. We sit y'all where the hell we want y'all to sit, okay? Which is, you guys, why he has the most popular housewife sitting right on the side of him, which is Nene and Kandi. I'm sorry, Nene and Kenya. So just so y'all know, they are positioned that way for a reason. Anyway, so Cynthia gets into her side of the story, and basically, you know, she tried to make it a longer story, and Andy had to tell her, please try to wrap it up. So, she said basically, you know, they did that. All of that was true. They traveled together. Bam. They in New York together. Greg and Nene, Peter and Cynthia. They in the same hotel, a couple of doors down, you know, and she was like, she read Nene's blog from one of the shows, and she thought it was shady. And the fact that they're in the same hotel at the same damn time together, about to go to dinner, and you say some shit like that in your blog, and I happen to read it, and I'm just feeling some type of way about it, and it just wasn't ever the same since then. This is Cynthia's side of the story, okay? So Nene says Cynthia needs to, so when Nene was like, Cynthia need to be out the show, you know, she was just like, you know, that was just really the lowest blow that she could have done, being her friend, being this, being that, you know what I'm saying? So when she said that, she was just like, that just basically made her know that it was over, and that was it. So first, when she brought it up, Nene was just like, you know, I didn't try to kick you out of the group, because Cynthia worded it as, you tried to kick me out of the group. So Nene tried to be petty, like she didn't know what she talking about. I didn't try to kick you out of the group. What group? So Cynthia had to be a little clearer and say this group, but not clear enough to say what Kandi made sure she made very clear. No, you were on Watch What's Happening Live, and you said that you think Cynthia has no storyline, she's not bringing anything, who should be fired, who should be not on the show, who should not come back, was the question that Andy asked, and you said Cynthia for sure. So stop acting like you don't know what the hell Cynthia talking about. So Cynthia, yeah, so basically said Cynthia wasn't bringing anything or whatever. So, they going back and forth at this point, bickering and, you know, back and forth. Nene trying to talk over Cynthia. Because at this point, y'all, this is when we all know that Nene is wrong. And Nene knows she wrong. Because that's what she starts saying. You're right, I'm wrong. you're right, I'm wrong. That's what she started being, that condescending ass person that wants somebody to be feeling sorry for her and being a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So this is what she did. I'm right, you right, I'm wrong. You right, I'm wrong. To try to stop Cynthia from talking, let's just stop it, because I'm wrong and I know I'm wrong, but I ain't gonna really admit I'm wrong. I'm just gonna be childish and petty and act like I'm saying I'm wrong when I really don't even really think I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Some stupid shit like that. So Nene, basically, she knows she wouldn't like it done to her, so that's why she was doing that shit. This is what that means when she does that, just in case y'all didn't know. That's what that means. She knows she wrong. Anyway, so the friendship is over pretty much. They over, they done. She say some shady little comment like it's over. Cynthia and Nene's friendship is over, and it need to be over, in my opinion, because it's just stupid at this point. Alright, so, it's Portia. They got a segment for Portia, you guys. Portia had no peach this season. Portia did not have but Portia had no peach, but Portia was on every single episode this season. All 23 of them, including the 3-part reunion. Portia was there for part number 2 and part number 3. And no housewife, a friend of a housewife, has ever been there for that. So I know that Portia will probably have a peach next season. I'm hoping she gets some business and a storyline and a man and some real good shit going on, because they have really given her some special treatment, in my opinion. Bravo has, in my opinion. So anyway, they're talking about Portia's segment or whatever. Portia has a whole segment, you guys. Every episode, like I said. So they talking about her segment and basically how she's changed, how she's single, living a single life, and all of this and all of that. And so they talking about her grandfather and the whole Selma movie, how she was really proud, and it's just a shame that Portia didn't know what the Underground Railroad, and how, you know, she just really kind of embarrassed her family, and these men was marched with, you know, on, you know, they was on a movie, y'all. They Portia, you should be shamed. You should still be shamed. You should be even more shamed now that the movie Selma has come out. Like, for real, for real. Anyway, so, what else happened? Nothing. Anyway, Claudia and Nene. They talk about Claudia and Nene and the whole back and forth with Claudia and Nene. And why, you know, the half-breed comments. So, here's my thing with the half-breed comments. So, they asking about, you know, well, you know, they playing the flashback, and they play the flashback of her saying half-breed, and Claudia, you know, Nene was just like, you know, when we arguing, it's a war of words, you know, people say all kind of shit in an argument. Now, hello, I'm gonna raise my hand, because I know that I can get down low and dirty with you in an argument. Like, I can say some really fucked up things. Now, whether or not I mean them, whether or not I mean them, I could say some real dirty ass shit to you that you would be like, damn, I ain't never know you would say that shit to me. And vice versa. You know, I have heard things that I'll just be taken aback by. Like, really? You know, but this is what I'm saying. Like, it's an argument. And I don't know, sometimes words can hurt you to the point where it's just like, damn, I ain't gonna never forget you said that shit, because there's some shit etched in my head that I would never forget that you said. And on the other hand, it's like, okay, so of course, if I can be that same way. Words can be cutting, so I can understand both sides. Nene saying that, you know, it's a war of words, things come out, evil shit fly out your mouth. And then I can also hear Claudia's side by saying, you know, you can still watch what you're saying in an argument, you know, at the same time, and not really just really go like down below the belt, like real below the belt. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, and I don't care. So anyway, I'm just saying that's just what I mean. I think that's how arguments go. Sometimes that's how my arguments go, so I can understand it. Anyway, so Dr. Jeff come out basically, and Dr. Jeff is basically, Nene basically just tells him how she felt about the whole therapy session, and immediately when she started talking, she come off mad. Like, as soon as she say what she got to say, she come off kind of mad, you know, like, I'm pissed. And she's staring at him, and so the other ladies are kind of making comments, but she has not taken her eyes off of Dr. Jeff, okay? So then she, Dr. Jeff seemed to be there for Nene. Dr. Jeff seemed to be there to say, basically, you know, to vindicate himself with Nene, and how Nene felt about the whole therapy session. He definitely did not want her to feel that way again, and he definitely wanted to make sure that she felt catered to and felt his presence there, and it was for her. So he basically cleared up the whole thing about them ganging up on her and how he would have handled it differently knowing what he knows now and all of that stuff. And so Nene basically was getting emotional and pretty upset, and she was just like, you know, all these ladies come in and they dump it on me, and you don't really know what I've been through. You don't know what I've been through. I've been through this. I've been through that. My mama didn't raise me. My daddy didn't raise me. You know, and so this is when she starts to get really, 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 really emotional, right? So what is happening? But so this is when my mind goes to, okay, you know, I get that you have some deep rooted issues that, you know, we may not know about. And truth be told, y'all, we knew about her daddy, but I don't think we knew about her mama. But then again, I don't remember. But in any case, I can understand that being hard to discuss and hard to talk about, Nene. I really, 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 really can. Here is my problem with Nene. I would not have a problem with Nene if she was like the rest of the ladies. And when I say that, I mean if she argued like them, you know, if she was able to apologize, you know, if she was able to be the bigger person in situation, you know, if she was not if she was humble. If Nene was humble and, you know, and carried herself in that way, I would not mind if she was, had arguments and stuff like some of the other ladies or whatever, you know, because all of the ladies argued and all of them threw shade and all of them, you know, but nobody was like her. Nobody is humble to, nobody was like her to where she's so not humble to you feel like, okay, well, if you so greater than thou or greater, you know what I'm saying, then you portray yourself, your actions make it seem like you haven't been through anything. Because somebody that's been through something and somebody who understands stuff and compassionate and considerate, you know, somebody who been through things are humble and they know, like, this ain't, you know, they know, you know what I'm saying? So I felt like in all of her tears and all of what she was saying, I understood that she might have been having a breakthrough and, you know, stuff she had not talked about, but this is not why you're getting, you know, you getting it from these ladies like this because you don't present yourself as a humble person, as a person who has been through what you've been through. You don't present yourself as that. And that's not even to say you as presenting yourself as a weak person. But you are so just, you present yourself as if you're better. And that is why people, and that's not right. And that's just not right. You should never think or feel like you better than anybody because you not. You just not. If you got more money, if you got more cars, if you got more clothes, like that don't make you better. That make you have more material things. You know, but it's all about the inside. It's all about your heart. And it's all in Nene, from what she was portraying, you know, it just wasn't what's up. So I get where she was coming from with that whole emotional and then the breakthrough and her mom. I get it. But I just don't think that's where it was coming from for the ladies. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's where, you know, I don't think that's an explanation for the way she acted. Anyway, so what else? Oh, they did talk about Kenya and Phaedra talked about, you know, a little bit about why things kind of went left when they had their whole little prayer session and wherever they went, the Philippines, and, you know, tried to make up. And Kenya basically confirmed it as well. You know, when the show come back on or when the show air, all these things kind of rehash and, you know, you a bitch again to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't want to fuck with you. Like, I rethinking all this shit, over again, and that's understandable. I mean, but, you have to be, if you're gonna forgive somebody, then don't do that. Don't do that. Don't let this show come and re-airing, cause you to not be a forgiving person, or for still be forgiving. You know what I'm saying? Because even though it's airing, it's still in the past. Period. It's in the past. And if you done got over it, you done got over it, to me, in my opinion. Alright, I think that's it. This video is definitely long enough. I actually didn't think it was going to be this long, but it is definitely long enough. I do want to thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, look out for me. Look out for your girl. Thank you for my new subscribers, y'all. My channel, I don't have that many subscribers, but it is growing. And I just appreciate everybody for watching and sharing. Share my videos. Definitely share my videos, more so than anything. You guys, you don't have to comment if you don't want to, but just share them. That's basically what I ask. Yeah, but I do want to thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you later. Peace.